I think we need to talk for a second about what exactly children are being taught in school as it relates to the transgender ideology or the transgender agenda. So in a nutshell, and you can see the videos of a lot of these groomer teachers on TikTok, which, by the way, I don't know what kind of idiot teacher, especially in the midst of this culture war, goes on TikTok and admits that they are that they're grooming children, admits that they are sharing with 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds about their own sex lives, that they are gender queer witches. That's an actual example. This is not hyperbole. This was a video posted by libs of TikTok who finds these groomer teachers admitting what they are telling little children in school. I'm not even talking about those examples. You can watch those videos and see for yourself. They are examples of the thesis that children are being taught. But let's talk about the thesis that children are being taught. The thesis that children are being taught in school right now is they look at a little girl and they say, you can be a boy if you want to. They look at a little boy and they say, you can be a girl if you want to. They teach as young as preschool and kindergarten that there is no gender, that there is no gender binary. It's not a boy or a girl. They teach that gender is a spectrum. They teach that your gender does not correspond to biology. It corresponds only to your identity, how you feel. Are you a girl trapped in a boy's body? Are you a boy trapped in a girl's body? Do you feel like a girl today and a boy tomorrow? Are you neither? Are you both? They teach that sex is different than gender, meaning your genitalia have no bearing on your gender identity, that your DNA has no bearing on your gender identity. You can be a girl with a penis or a boy who has periods. They also teach that nothing sexual is wrong as long as there is consent involved. They reduce everything sexual merely to consent. There's nothing moral, there's nothing psychological, there's nothing practical, there's nothing sexual that's wrong as long as it involves consent. So this in a nutshell, these are the fundamentals that your children are being taught right now. And these fundamentals, when I identified these fundamentals, I thought, okay, well, this is not a coincidence. This is not an isolated incident. These are actually the tenets of what's called queer theory. Queer theory is, you can think of it like critical race theory, right? Critical race theory is the ideological underpinning of the lessons on white privilege, white fragility, oppressors, and those oppressed, this hierarchy that was taught to children, that children were taught they were racist or not racist and that there was nothing they could do about it. All of those lessons are what I call the principles of critical race theory, right? So children aren't told this is critical race theory and this is what it teaches. They are actually taught that the principles of critical race theory are true, that the principles of critical race theory are accurate, that critical race theory is, right? So queer theory is the same. Queer theory is an ideological underpinning of the lessons that are being taught to children in public school right now. It's not an arbitrary group of random crazy trans stuff that kids are being taught. It is in an outsource. These are the principles of queer theory that are being taught to children. Again, queer theory is not being taught like, oh, this is queer theory and this is what queer theory teaches. The principles of queer theory are being taught to your children as if they are true, as if they are accurate, as if they are objective reality, which, as you will see, they clearly are not.